We're back with some more shadows over, under, around, and through loathing. We're slowly making our way around this swamp with the Gatorman and everything. We just arrived at, what is this place? The Dolphin House. I forget what we're doing here, but,
Gotta find Charles Wallace.
that's the general goal. I don't, oh, right. We're here to relieve the 11 padlocks from the ancestral home. That's what we're doing here.
Right. Hit.
Looks like this car was left rot. Unfortunately, it hasn't yet rotted enough for you to get past the locked door. I will jimmy it open.
Jimmy!
You unlock the car, destroying the hangar in the process. Search the car, it's empty except for the glove box, which turns out to actually be a key box. The key inside is not the key to this car, and if you have a sense of humor like mine, you'll agree that that's a real shame. Alright, I got one of the keys.
Dauphin padlock key. Paint the fence.
There, that was, I don't remember how many fences I needed to paint, but there's one of them.
I think that's the first one we painted. Or found that wood paint.
Yeah. This tree has a hole in it. Conveniently, the hole is slightly larger than your hand. Honestly, for what's a... you think I keep making the shadows? My character does not cast a single shadow. Look at this. There's no shadows.
Right.
Honestly, for what's ostensibly a horror game, we've had way too few opportunities for you to stick your hand in a suspicious dark hole. We're going in. Slowly reach inside the dark hole. It's damp and ominous. And then... you find a key. So, this agreement wasn't really justified. Alright. You pop the lock off and the door unlatches with an ominous creak. We got 1 of 11. A workbench covered with tools, all rusted past the point of usefulness, and as bludgeons. Old Dauphin never got sick of tires. The blocks are totally waterlogged. Wait a second. One of the blocks has a telltale glow of mana moss infestation. Drain the moss with glowing juices. Some say the most powerful tool is a padlock. Really more the opposite of a tool, though, because it obstructs rather than facilitates what you're trying to do. Which can be a tool in and of itself. Like, front door of Mr. Dolphin Manor is apparently unlocked. Mr. Dolphin's love of padlocks is unrelated to basic home security.
Look at all those faces on the wall.
Yep, this couch faces the wall. It must have been the Dolphin's family's punishment couch. Calpurnia died of natural causes. Mopey died of natural causes. Hortense died of natural causes. Beasley died of natural causes. Goldilocks died of natural causes. And Fansworth died of natural causes. Huh. I tuned the radio to jump WGCR and hold Rufus's gadget up to it. Fancy serving cart. One of those serving carts they use in posh hotels and in posh manor houses, apparently. The big silver platter covered with a dome-shaped lid. Just the right size to hide a severed head. Or a roast of some. You cautiously reach out and grip the handle, then take a deep breath. Slowly you lift the lid, tilting your head to peek underneath. Oh. Empty.
Oh well.
Enough fun trying to defeat an army, if only you could get past the padlock. And we're commanded in the world's hoity-toityest military. A padlock on the dinner table, that's both a rule and an observation. In a well-lighted corner. A lot of fleur-de-lis all over the wall here.
Yep.
Oh, you know what that means?
Yep. And there's hot water in the tub.
Uh-oh. Doesn't work. But I got a padlock. Did I fix it? Aha! We can go fishing. This bathtub is full of steaming blood. Oh no, wait, the red is just light coming through a stained glass rose hanging in the bathroom window. Doesn't really explain why the water's still hot, though.
Lava fish.
And a glob of wet hair.
Yeah.
A wet cigarette and a handful of dirty water.
It's not getting any better.
A soggy used bandage and 3 meat. Okay. There's another padlock on the mirror there, but I don't have the key for that one. Have that if you want it. Basement of this swamp house is predictably completely flooded. You'll need some kind of breathing apparatus if you want to go down there. That's the second one of those I need a breathing apparatus thing for. Pepperidge's father's house, there are many drawers. Rifle through them. I got a dire corn holder, a fuse, a comfy hat lining, ooh, and one of the padlocks. And we go fishing in the sink. I caught a chunk of gristle. It goes in my fish sack. Nasty old leftovers. An old orange peel. Okay. Oven is full of gross, steamy swamp worms. Oh, yes. Humidity has turned most of these dry goods into stale goods. Almost nothing has escaped the moisture. Almost. One of those old fridges that people sometimes got locked into accidentally and then asphyxiated. Oh wait, that's still all fridges. Maybe that's why it's padlocked. Key and a block of ice. I think we go put that in the hot bath water and then get another key.
Yeah. Or in the oven.
Apparently not the oven.
Okay.
The expression I gave my guy as I'm like, hupping around. He has seen some things. Alright, I got another key. Ooh, and this one. Recovered padlock, activated charcoal briquette, and Bertworth's finest tooth wax. Sure.
Second one of those we got.
Some dirt in a planter where presumably a plant in a planter once stood. So full of books about sports. Titles are all too boring for me to even tell you what they are. Wardrobes are very important in old houses like this that didn't have built-in closets to keep skeletons in. Some work pants. The wire coat hanger, nice. For Jimmy and locks.
Jimmy!
Comfortable looking bed, free of bloodstains or vaguely person-shaped lumps under the blanket. Under the pillow, though, we got a padlock key. It has one empty drawer and one locked. Very ghostly sound is coming from inside it. Probably.
Please.
Toy box is disappointingly empty. Not even a BB gun or a creepy doll. Maybe the doll's hiding some elsewhere.
With a BB gun.
I don't know. If you've heard the song Creepy Doll, they don't need no BB gun. Was it, I want to say Jonathan Colton wrote that song?
I don't know the song.
It's called Creepy Doll. Some turquoise earrings and an inside-out ring of weakness.
So you put it on, you get weak.
No, it's inside out. So you put it on and everyone else gets weak.
Look where the needle is. Oh, that's your mouse pointer.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you put this on, you're technically the only person not wearing it. Everybody but you loses one of each stat at the start of combat.
Oh.
Empty nightstand, I got a key, got some self-adhesive rivets, and a match. You don't have a key for that one. The fancy vanity, which appeals to your pedestrian vanity. Radium Rouge.
Oh,
That's
Okay.
probably fine.
that's fine.
That's fine. It'll just help me glow in the dark, right?
Yeah. Give you that healthy radioactive glow.
Yeah. You assume that Dolphin was superstitious enough to not store any padlocks in the east side of his attic. That's how you get family curses, probably. Workbench is strewn with bits and gizmos and bits of gizmos. Amongst all that, you find what looks like a miniature radio carved from driftwood. Maybe a smaller to carry. Maybe you listen to it periodically to warn you about any nearby monsters that are actually manifestations of your past traumas. Or maybe it'll just give you the baseball scores. You hold the radio up to your ear. A boy's voice asks, "Gee, Pop, where'd you get all that treasure? Is it a cursed pirate hoard stolen from the ruins of an ancient civilization?" "No, son, nothing like that. It's just sound investments in perfectly normal and moral financial markets. Voices. So eerie. Lots of boxes, but none of them say padlocks on them, and you're not motivated to search them otherwise. Who knows what grisly things you might find? Okay.
Well, we'll never know what grisly things we might find unless we search them.
Hold the radio up to your ear. You hear a little girl's voice shouting, "Mom! Mom! A terrible ghoul stole the key to my nightstand!" One replies, "Now, dear, don't call your brother Ralphie a terrible ghoul. He probably hid the key in the potted plant in the hallway like he always did." Ah, hint maybe.
All the way down the right.
Yep. No, not that thing. Huh. Same thing. Okay. So that was another one of the key for the kids' room nightstand. Maybe left, right-hand room. Maybe. For listening. Hold the radio up to your ear. A voicely ghost wails. Who stole my gold?
Golden arm.
And a voice says, "Oh, come on, sis. You don't know any other ghost stories? That's the only one you ever tell." A creepy music box. Ooh, an offhand. Once per fight, deal your moxie and spooky damage to all combatants. That's actually pretty good.
Yep.
Okay. Take the stairs. There we go. Hold the radio up to your ear. "Remember, Ralphie," says a woman's voice, "you mustn't ever open the door to strangers." Boy's voice
Okay,
replies,
Mom. Because it might be a kidnapper, a murderer, right?
"Oh, I'm sure that would never happen. But it might be a vacuum cleaner salesman, and we already have one."
That's your salesman.
So eerie. Maybe, I don't know. Could be. Same thing. Go down there. Don't have that padlock yet. Hold the radio up to your ear. Hear one's voice saying, "Please be careful around the kitchen knives, Rebecca. They're very sharp. I keep them that way because, counterintuitive though it may be, dull knives actually cause more accident." Yeah, you don't want to deal with the Hoover Man. Hoover Man will come after you.
Yeah.
He'll never leave. Hold the radio to your ear. A man's voice says, "Ralphie, why on earth do you keep flushing this fish zester down the commode? Have you been possessed by some otherworldly or demonic force?" "No, Dad. I thought it'd be a funny place to hide it."
Fish zester. Okay.
Hear a man's voice scolding angrily. "For goodness sake, Agnes, you're obsessed. Obsessed with taping things to the back of paintings. Just like your aunt, One-Eyed Calpurnia Dolphin. You probably die peacefully in your sleep, just like she did." Well, that means one of the paintings, probably One-Eyed Calpurnia, has something behind it, take the back.
Any other ones?
No.
Okay.
That do this one? Nope. Okay. Oh. Which key would that? Possible I can't complete this one until I get whatever breathing apparatus I need.
I was about to try and hunt down a hint.
Well, the only two padlocks I have access to right now are the ones that this key does not go to. So. I think I've listened to the hints in every room in here.
Oh. You walked past this thing several times.
Have I?
Yeah. You have to go to Fish and Chips.
Oh, for the breathing apparatus?
Yeah.
Okay. Um... Yeah, the equation is making it a little bit funny. Oh, this thing. Oh, I need more muscle. I'm not strong enough. How close am I, though? Need one more muscle. Effects do I have on me? Food is giving me muscle, potion is not. If I have gear and or this time I want to open the backpack. There we go. Do you have any hats for muscle? Oh, there it is. I do. I lied. There we go. I have a diving helmet. To breathe underwater, presumably. Now I need to put my other hat back on. The Eldritch Lasagna. But I can't not have my Eldritch Lasagna on. Come on.
Yes.
Alright, so mob submarine first. Then we'll go back to the dolphin house, because I know I needed it for the submarine.
Yep.
Ooh, the monster shack. I'll go check that out later. Torpedo's been ruined by water. It has been busted shut by freshwater barnacles. I believe this is a crate of rust remover. A pile of silver bars. Nice. Is that everything down here?
There's a gauge there.
Yeah, I didn't see any way to interact with that.
Huh. Okay.
Okay, well, back to the dolphin house. Ugh. You've accidentally walked right into a huge swarm of gnats and flies, and they're buzzing super loud, and actually, they got a pretty good beat going. Are those tiny musical instruments? Is that a locust with a fiddle? What's even going on here? Let's join up. You swing your hips and give the swarm a little the old soft shoe and a jaunty whistle. The insects are super into it, despite the fact that you kill several of them every time you clap your hands. And when the show eventually winds to a close, they leave you a tip as they buzz away. I'm so grateful that our family has never suffered from supernatural curses, serial murder, demonic corruption, or plague. I agree, dear. We've certainly been fortunate, and doubtless will remain so. Oh, my Clarence, why are you lying on the floor under your workbench? Are you alright? Were you attacked by a burglar or an axe murderer? Oh, calm down, Agnes. I'm fine. I'm just practicing changing the oil in our car. Oh, there we go. I had that key, I guess. I got a handsaw. The new weapon that I probably won't use. Alright, what do we got down here? This box contains the exact right amount of air to make it float like this. Nature really is glorious. A sunken chest. What terrible secrets might it contain? Oh, it's just full of riches. Possibly cursed riches. Not that a possible curse is going to stop you from taking them. These sadly ruined books all have titles like Solved Mysteries and Exciting Tales of Non-Violent Crime. These dry goods have been forced by circumstance to no longer refer to themselves that way. I got a rusty can of
Vichyssoise.
Vichyssoise. Right. It no longer matters whether this machine is hooked up to a water supply or not. A clammy scarf. Hot armor. Okay, so there were no keys down here. That did not arrow anything down. Because that one of the keys did go to a padlock I forgot I had access to, but yeah, that's the commode thing. Oh, now I have the key for that. Where did I grab the key? I forget. I don't know. Alright. Open the cabinet door and examine the stacks of fine bone china. Wait. Bone china? Perhaps human bone china? Oh, no, the brand mark on the bottom is probably a pretty well-known company, so probably not. Anyway, found a really fancy hat. Ooh, that's a fancy hat. Plus 4 magical attacks. One padlock I haven't gotten. How many do I have? I have 10, so yeah, there's one more. This one, which I don't have. Hint for that. Plant in the hall mist. Hint for that.
Is there anything in the car?
That's what I got, like the first.
Oh, okay, all right.
Oh, hang on. There we go. That's what that hit was. Under the workbench was the other key, so.
Right.
You do. I got a perfumed wedding veil as well, and some moxie and stench armor. Nice. Now, that was at the. I don't remember who wanted all those padlocks. Was that the sunken boxcar?
Nuts, it's a swamp. Look at my best glad rags are turning into actual rags. These stockings are silk.
Well, now I guess they're silt.
Oh, ha ha. You're about as funny as a rubber crutch.
Oh, come on, if we keep moving, we'll be done here sooner.
Nothing doing. I ain't moving from this spot till I've got a proper set of pin covers.
He drops a nickel into a nearby payphone and talks into it urgently for a minute. How on earth do you find a payphone in the middle of a swamp?
I phoned my pop. He sent it along a pair of his old fishing waders.
That isn't what I asked you. Before long, a delivery boy arrives with the waiters and hands them over to Molly with the tip of a cap. Fashionable. Lock him dead of the dance hall.
Fed up, Buster. If anyone I know gets a peep on me wearing these, you're the one I'm gonna knock dead, savvy?
More hit points for Molly. Needs them. Yes, here it is. Okay. I found your father's padlocks.
Thank you so much. You didn't run into my grandmother by the chance, did you?
What? No, was supposed to be there?
No, that would have been highly unusual if she had been. Considering she died more than 30 years ago.
Here's your padlocks.
Marvelous. Once I've reaccustomed myself to standing on level ground, I'll be on my way.
Hobo camp near Ocean City you might be interested in. I can give you directions.
Ah, excellent. I think I will head that way now. Perhaps I'll see you there.
Perhaps. Alright, so that was that.
Monster Shack?
Monster Shack, I think, is going to be end goal. I'm going to real quick check a couple other places I've been for, like, picket fences to paint kind of thing.
Gotcha.
But, yeah, Monster Shack's, like, the next goal. In the gloomy grove of sunken cypress trees, a well-muscled woman stands waist-deep in the opaque bog. Near the wrist of the pommel of a sword, and its blades lodged in the mud. Catches his eye because it's not the type of thing you tend to see on the East Coast. What sword is that?
It is the blade of your great aunt. Many moons ago, it was entrusted to my family for safekeeping. Now, it is yours to reclaim for a cost.
Why do I have to pay for my family's sword?
The security guaranteed by my family is unique, and it comes with a great price. Your great aunt knew this. It is why she placed the blade in our care.
Hey, what's the cost?
In time, I shall ask of you a boon, and you shall be obliged to grant it.
Sure, I can do a boon.
Okay.
So Great Aunt's Greatsword. Also +5 physical, but I've been a little cursed, and that's unfortunate. Hopefully I'll get rid of that soon. Taste me?
It's a simple magic binding you to your oath until such time as I have need of your service. On that day, I will find you.
Did you do the boon thing now?
Yep.
Yeah, she's gone. Flipped away. Alright. It's a greatsword. Oh, okay. Better be a good greatsword. Let's see. Oh, that's the radio thing where I got that started and washed away some vampires. Bast and Sons. Moonshiner's Cabin. Alright. They're not picket fences. None of these are picket fences. Cool. And the leather feather. Radio transmission cuts through the 6 swamp air. There's the beeps and tones of varying length and pitch. No noise, perhaps, or some coded message. Alrighty. Monster Shack. Cryptowatness fibers. Powerful grit. Hobo code here. These kids are alright. No? You're not sure if this is forbidding access or describing the shack's occupant. No skeptics. Inside you find, not the decayed and crumbling tumble-down shack strewn with ancient wreckage that you were perhaps expecting, but an actually maintained and fairly clean tumble-down shack strewn with 12 to 14-year-old kids. What the? What are you all kids doing out here in the middle of the swamp?
Why shouldn't we be?
Because it's dangerous here.
Yeah, but this is where the monsters are.
That's why it's dangerous.
Do you believe in monsters, mister?
I believe the real monster. It's man. Okay, I guess I deserve it.
Do you believe in monsters or not? You can't join our monster squad unless you do.
Yes, of course I do. Be a real feat of cognitive dissonance otherwise.
You mean you've seen them? Ooh, for really real?
Yeah.
Which one? Which one?
Fires?
Oh, those don't count. Those guys are just weird jerks. We're looking for real monsters.
I don't understand what real means in this context.
Since you believe in monsters, you can join our monster squad. Otherwise, we can't tell you anything because that's a secret.
Okay, I'll join.
Great. It'll be nice to have someone who can reach the top shelf on these old bookcases we've scavenged.
Am I a member now?
Yeah, we used to have a big ceremony where you had to repeat a vow and stuff, but it took too long, and we're all busy with our research. Come on in and have a look around.
Alright, thanks. Workbench covered with tools and oranges. Oh. This cat had better be worse, there's gonna be trouble. Boris hisses at you. He must know you're an outsider. Dozens of volumes for serial fantasy for young adults and older than average children. For instance, well, there's Hugh Gonzalez and the Cavern of Secrets. Alright, we got Mars Capone's Monster of the Modern Provolone. Ooh, I can summon a mental elemental. Cheesy ally. Memorize it.
Boom.
Internalize the details in the appendix, allowing you to strengthen all the other organs of your creations. Summon a test elemental, grabs the book out of your hands and tears it in half. Alright. Leatherbound tome sits on a pedestal. Alright. It looks like Molly is just about to unload on all these kids. She's just waiting for her opportunity.
Yep.
This kid is studying far more intently than you ever did at his age.
It's about Neanderthals and other early hominids. Unfortunately, I'm not finding anything useful in here. The honey ape.
No.
You never heard of it? It's a very famous monster. It's a hairy primate or primate-like creature that's smaller than a human, with a human-sized hand. Most of the legends call it Big Hand, but I'm pretty sure the Big Hand legends and the reports of honey ape sighting are referring to the same cryptid.
That's...
I know it lives around here somewhere. I just haven't been able to find it yet.
Help you look for it.
That would be excellent. Thank you. Here, I found some of its prints once in Beta Tracing. That might help you track it down. Try and get one of its fingernails as proof.
Oh, will the fingernail be proof?
Because it'll be as big as a human fingernail, obviously.
Alright.
You go clip your nails.
Yeah. This kid is, well, he's eating something. I did.
Alright.
I don't mean to be rude, but, what's your deal, kid?
I'm a lost man.
You are, huh?
Okay, well, not really, but I want to be a mossman when I grow up. That's why I'm eating all this fertilizer. It's actually cornflakes. I'm just pretending.
No, okay. Phew.
Yeah, I'm not crazy. Some people say I'm crazy for believing in Mossman and the Mossman, though. But I know he's real. I've seen him.
What the moss man? Man made of moss?
Yep, he's all fuzzy and green. It's so neat. Oh, hey, you should go see him for yourself. Then, if you bring back proof that he exists, people won't think I'm weird anymore.
Well, sure, I'll go have a look.
Great. Here, I'll mark it the place on your map. It's called Moss Rock Grotto. You see him, bring back some of the moss as proof, okay?
Oh. Kid is preoccupied with immediately smelling two large test tubes. Got there. Pulse.
Kinda. This one is a combination of hydrogen sulfide and methane. Commonly swamp gas. Common swamp gas, basically.
Ew. What's the other one?
Coffee to clear the swamp gas smell out of my nose.
Oh. Okay. So,
I'm researching a creature known as the smell of the wisp. I've only run into it once, but I have a good memory for smells. So I figure if I can match its smell, that particular chemical mix will tell me more about it.
Smell of the what?
Wisp, the cloud of intelligent swamp gas. Some people say it's the ghost of a dead chili cook-off, Judge, but I think there's probably more scientific explanation.
You're telling me you're looking for an intelligent... The girl gesture sternly
Oh,
on her side
I
over.
know.
Oh, come on! The smell of the wisp!
Oh.
Well, I don't know what to say.
If you're willing to help instead of making puerile goofs, I could really use a sample to analyze.
Okay, I'll go find us.
Oh, great. Thank you. Take this. It should help you track the thing down.
Oh, goodness, excuse me. Starting yawning like crazy over here. Alright. I just smell through this.
Yeah, just follow your nose.
Righty then. It has a ball-looking triangle on it. It is messing around with the elaborate homemade radio.
Hi. Say, you're a grown-up. Can you help me with something?
Not buying you anything.
No, there's this swamp lady named Barbara Yagara. Everybody says she's a fairy tale, but I know she's real because I've seen her hut right here in this swamp. But I don't know if she's the sort of swamp lady who eats kids or not. Well, I don't want to call her a swamp witch or swamp hag or stuff like that. It would be mean to judge her that way, without having met her.
Alright, I'll check her out for you.
Great, thanks. Here, I'll mark your hut on your sponge map. Anyways, bring back a feather to prove you met her, okay?
Feathers?
I mean, from one of her pet birds. The stories say she has a ton of them.
Well, you know, it isn't just an ordinary feather I found somewhere.
Well, you seem like a trustworthy person.
Need me to bring proof at all?
Because that's how quests work. Come on.
Wait, you didn't mention the radio. What's the radio?
Hmm? Oh, this isn't related to Barbara Yagara or anything. I'm just trying to find a station so we can get some music in here. The reception in this swamp is terrible, though.
On that radio?
I can't seem to get any station right now, sorry.
That's okay. I was just curious. Nice hat. What's the triangle mean?
Thanks, it's the Great Pyramid. One of them, anyway. Ever seen them?
Only on your hat, not personally.
Well, maybe you will someday.
Sure, who knows? It is peering at a terrarium filled with flies and occasionally tapping on the glass. Hi there.
Kinda. They're interesting once you get over the gross factor. But mostly I'm just studying these because what I'm really interested in is the flyman. Yeah. Or maybe the man fly. I haven't decided which way is better yet.
So what is the flyman and or manfly?
He's a scientist that moved into the old Slimberg place. I did a little spying on him, and I think he's trying to turn himself into a giant frog.
Why would anyone want to do?
I don't know. That's what's so interesting about him.
Huh. Looks at her feet and blushes a little.
Also, he's really handsome.
For now, you mean?
Well, yeah, I'd really like to meet him, but I'm too shy. Can you help me out?
Sure, I'll help.
Oh, thank you. Here, I'll show you where the house is. If you ever meet him, could you, bring me back a souvenir?
Like what?
Like, maybe, one of his chest hairs?
Sure. This thing you're making.
I don't really know. I'm just kind of messing around with it because I'm taking a break from my main project. Hey, do you know anything about the Chupanaranja?
I try to avoid spicy foods. Gives me the hiccups.
No. This is the kind of a monster that eats oranges. They're supposed to be from way down south. But I know there's one in the swamp somewhere. Unfortunately, no matter what kind of trap I build, it keeps escaping. Do you want to try?
Sure, why not?
Great! Feel free to use my workbench over there. I've got plenty of ferrous parts and stuff. If you manage to catch it, bring me back one of its nostrils as proof, okay?
A nostril, not the whole head or mouth.
Oh no, I don't want to kill it. Just prove that it's out there.
Okay then.
A nostril?
Apparently, I will build a Chupanandra trap. We'll go with adjusting the torque, tighten the springs. We'll add a battery. We'll add a fuse. And I don't have the Moxie, so we'll call that good enough. What's this book?
It's the vampire nest.
It's like 400 pages long.
Lots of vampires in this swamp. If you want to help, you can always go clear some of them out.
I'm sure we'll go hunting some vampires. No, don't do it. Hit the trap. Ow! Come on, cheesy buddy. Look at him there, putting up his dukes.
He's so cute.
He's putting up his dukes. He's ready for some fisticuffs.
He's got very cute dukes. Go, cutie, go bust somebody in the chops. Knock some teeth out. Wow.
I meant to
Dramatic.
heal a little bit. I can heal. I can punch his foes for 10 physical damage, or heal me for 10 damage. So, yeah, he's gonna go punch a vampire.
Yeah. Pow. Hear me, I am the cheese.
Go kneecap him.
Ah, minis. Thank you. A swampire flesh wand.
That's actually pretty good. Mysticality plus 5 damage.
Dang.
Even better than what I got. Mine is
Oh, you
Mysticality
got-
plus 4 hot damage. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Let's do a couple of these.
Okay.
Huh, you survived that time. Wait, what? You get 2 attacks? Rude. That's not good. Definitely not dealing with the plus 8 to all stats on that one. Then we'll mind melt him. Oh, I have no action points left, so we'll just.
Torch.
Ooh, and I got a backup one for when mine breaks. And my mosquito got stronger. One more. Just to get some experience and money and stuff.
Yep.
Mosquito actually got to attack. What madness is this?
And heal you.
Jesus of the cosmos, obey me!
Zim Zam Munster. Zim Zam Munster.
Definitely don't want Peter to survive with his plus a lot to all stats kind of thing.
Ow.
Yeah, definitely don't want you coming at me with that Moxie either. Just... Ah!
That cheese packs a wallop.
Yeah, don't mess with my mental elemental. +1 to all stats to the mosquito.
Nice.
That was nice, yeah.
He's
Alright.
probably getting up there.
Yeah, no, mosquito's doing alright. Okay, so we picked up, like, just all of the side quests in here. Oh, boy.
Oy vey. We're gonna be pushing it.
Yep.
It's apparently side quest day.
Well, that's fine. So, we know that Charlie's at the Gateman Fortress. That's kind of the end goal here, I think.
Yeah.
I think we're just gonna start going like across the line here. So I haven't been to the Gateman Hamlet yet. We'll go check that out.
Okay.
A lot of color in this drab swamp catches your eye, and you find a pile of withered orange husks in front of a shallow cave. This must be the lair of the Chupanaraja. Fortunately, it isn't home right now, or maybe since you aren't an orange, it wouldn't be dangerous to you anyway. It almost certainly isn't. I'll set the trap. You set your trap and hide behind a nearby bush to wait for your prey. After a while, you start to get very bored, and remember that people who hunt with traps typically don't sit and wait for the prey to show up. That they leave and come back later, and that's kind of the whole point of animal trap. That one Gatorman with the meat stick. Just the expression. Handle in this fridge is busted. This is gonna be a headache come lunchtime. No dice. No door opening either. Whoever smashed the handle wanted to keep you out. Or keep something in. A magical talking sandwich made. Force the door open. Great effort, you force the door open. Released from his refrigerated cage, a cold man squirms out of the muck, gasping for air.
Oh my gosh. You're my savior. One more day trapped in there, and I want to succumb completely to despair.
Who are you?
I'm Fabian, an illustrator of the natural sciences. Arid steppes, glittering bergs of ice. But lately my interests have taken me into these damp lands. I'm in my soggy period.
How did you get in there?
I was traveling through the swamp to sketch the native cypress, only to be caught in a net by these Gatoress men. At first, they allowed me to roam within the confines of this camp, but when I shouted for help after a passing truck, I was put into the refrigerator.
What truck?
We had hurtled through the swamp like a bass out of hell. It was a boy and a girl at the wheel, and I called out, "Stop! I'm a prisoner! Take me with you!" But they drove on. What makes a person do that?
Where was the truck headed?
North of here, I'm sure of it.
Here you go. Creature called Occam's Gator.
Occam's Gator.
Supposedly a large gator with two tails who breathe smoke from its nostrils.
Oh, yes. I think I know. You were describing my mother-in-law.
Okay, so you don't know.
No, and I apologize. Shouldn't have said that. Melody has always been kind to me.
Okay.
Every weekend, she bakes me a ball of nougat. I apologize, Melanie.
Want to leave the way out is more or less clear.
I do want to leave. It's a good guess. If we ever meet again, it would honor me to paint your portrait. I'm an artist, as you know. I cannot paint you right away, as I am in my soggy period. But if I conclude that work, or if you become soggy, well, who knows?
Not soggy enough.
Not for academia, no.
Safe, hanging in an unsafe manner from the ceiling. Combination lock, I don't know the combination. A sleeping gator. Unless he's lying about being asleep. Do not let him lie. Okay, if you say so, what would you like to do as an alternative to letting this Gatorman continue sleeping? That's a safe combination. Reach into the water and carefully grip the Gatorman's pockets. At least you hope those are pockets. Eureka! 141 meat.
Nice.
Now we're gonna slap him away. Bap. Kneecap him. Get him, Molly. Bap.
Oh, my knee. Ah, a giant mosquito.
Do you smell that? Just a little pop.
Yep.
And I melted his brain.
Vegeta's relying on the swamp.
Like an alarm clock wired to a tranquilizer gun, you woke him up just to put him back to sleep. You also collect a gator hide for that hunter, which is way less grisly than it sounds. The gator manager is carrying these around.
Yeah.
Quick, ambush him. Gun him down, Molly. You got your Chicago typewriter. Let's go.
Eat that, Gator Man!
32 damage. Oh boy.
Yeah, really focus on that dark-headed gator. I think he's dangerous.
He had 34 muscle.
Ouch.
Yeah.
He took a bite out of your cheese.
Yeah, that is my cheese.
Oh, my head.
Gator stick. A punch and a swamp punch. And Gremlin the mosquito grows stronger.
Raw.
Guards stop in their tracks as they're sniffing around suspiciously. They're almost certain to notice if you get any closer. Staying put is an option here. Which way do you want to go and how? Towards them. Charge! Oh, he's got a little armor thing on. I know how to fix that. Only blocks you from 1 damage. Well, 1 attacking effect anyway.
Armor?
Yeah, you can get shielded at the start of a fight. I even have a ring that does it for me if I wanted.
Okay.
But it, like, makes it so the first damaging attack on you is just negated. But since Molly shoots like 15 times, you know,
Yeah.
kind of like, yeah. That top gator, that expression, like,
Yeah, he's seen things.
abracamember.
Or he's eaten some things.
Or both, you know, he ate something that made him see some things.
Yeah. Put him out of his mystery. Roar. Pow.
Heal. None of that shenanigans. Cut that out right now. Melt your brain. Human skin pants.
Oh, cool.
Nasty pastry. Or high. I am the terror that stalks the swamp.
How many hides do you need?
I don't know if there was like a how many I needed. He was just gonna like pay for them kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
I think. A forge, presumably for hammering on terrible gator metals. A rack of horrible looking weapons. Mysticality plus 5 damage and heals me for 3.
Nice. A frog and fork.
Yeah. Anyway, seems less than aggressive than is typical for these guys. Hi there.
Great human, not eat. Great.
Thanks, I appreciate that. You seem a bit more relaxed than the rest of the gator folk.
Yes, everyone crazy. Don't know reason. Not belong. Leave swamp.
You go.
Gonna wander.
Oh, Bobo?
Hobo? What that?
Basically someone who travels from place to place because they're looking for work. Or just don't have anywhere specific to be.
Yes, Hobo Gator. First thought, you need weapon, defend self.
You have any hobo code you can teach me?
Hobo code? What that?
Right, you wouldn't know any yet. It's like these little symbols the hobos use to leave messages for other hobos. Here, I can show you some of the basic ones. Teach them the symbols for safe camp, cops here, and the increasingly rare and exciting pie on windows. We'll offer him a weapon. Let's see. I got this like a nice weapon that I don't use. Oh, here, I got 3. Got one of those. What this? Fairy skull wound.
Hmm. No thanks. Weapon weak. Need power.
Okay.
What
3
about
damage
the
wasn't enough.
leaf sword?
That's only 2 base damage. The fairy
Oh.
was still one. Okay. Try the slap and drought or the nasty mop. The nasty mop. No, okay.
No thanks.
Higher corn holder? Literally the most powerful thing I have as far as base damage.
I saw a 5 and a 6.
Yeah, the dire corn holder was the 6. So.
Yes, good. Weapon strong. Safe now. Thank human.
You know, there's a bunch of hobos collecting in a camp outside Ocean City. They're pretty accepting people. I don't think they'd mind you joining. Plus, it'd be handy to have some muscle around the place.
Sound good. I go.
Righty, bye. Terrible rusty metal bridge dangles from the ceiling of this terrible rusty metal hovel. Want meat and want mushrooms. This is apparently where the Gatormen keep their billions upon billions of swarming bugs. Okay, my mosquito can do that too. Boop. Ooh. Swamp honey. Wonder if this is like that Mushroom Mountain thing. Where, like, I need something later to get me through the bugs or something. Which I never did figure out what I needed to get through that Mushroom Mountain. Blood and the world's smallest violin. Moxie +5, alright. And Gremlin's getting even stronger.
Apparently fighting bugs is good for Moxie.
Yeah. Well, we need but I guess. You catch a whiff of burnt rubber and see a column of smoke drifting in the nearby sky. Closer to the site, you see that a small airplane has crashed into the mud. Perhaps splatted or warped in. I will go check that out eventually.
Barbara Yagara's hut.
Instead of the chicken legs and walking away, like, folds up and rolls away.
Yeah.
And a wet cigarette. Ooh, excuse me, jeez. You cautiously enter the spooky hut and discover it's actually really nice inside. A young woman with a twig-oriented hat greets you.
Hello. Please come in. I don't get many visitors, apart from the birds.
I might be in the wrong place. You Barbara Yagara?
That's correct. And you are?
I am Galgarian.
A pleasure. Please come in.
Hobo code there, and a trapdoor to the basement. Bird bath. Lots of birds. Chessboard. Vanity there. Real quick though, we're gonna take a quick, just like 3 to 5 minute break. Gonna get up, stretch, grab a drink, all that sort of shenanigans, and we'll be right back. Alrighty, we are back. This chess set is nothing but rooks on one side and nothing but doves on the other. I see what you did there. Oh, that's not hobo code. That's just an arcane oven. Got it. With a feather pillow, Barbara's vanity, small bird bath. Ask Barbara about it. Never seen a indoor bird bath before.
Oh, that was a gift. It's too small for my birds, though.
That's too bad. Barbara does not appear to have set out a feast for her crows. Right, Barbara? It's a really nice house to get. I was expecting everything to be a lot more, tea.
Oh, you heard the old stories. Those were about my granny. She was really into croning. Being a crone. You know, all the really old traditional magic stuff. She lived to be nearly 200 years old. When she passed, she left me this house. and all her birds and so on.
Hey,
Is that why you're here? Chasing the old legends of Baba Yaga?
well, not exactly. I met a kid who's into the old stories, but he was afraid you might be the child-eating kind of witch, so he sent me instead.
Huh.
Not sure if that was meant as a joke or.
Oh,
Anyway, I was supposed to take back a feather to prove that I've met you.
okay. I can't just give you one, though.
Are you sure?
Yes, sorry. I have to give you some kind of test first. It's a traditional thing.
What sort of test?
Well, it's a lot of work keeping this room clean. What with the birds and all, I'm getting behind on all my other chores.
Chores.
Or you could fight me.
Fight you?
Granny trained all these birds to be killers, but I haven't exactly been out looking for trouble like she used to. So they could use some exercise, you know.
Tell me more about these chores.
I need you to muck out the bird bath out front and pick the ripe cattails out of my cattail patch for me.
Two things. Isn't there a third thing?
Of course. But I'll tell you about that after you finish the first two.
Okay, I'll do the chores.
Great. You can tell the ripe cattails by how they look a little different. And I'm sure you saw the bird bath when you came in.
Need 6 sleeves and stench armor. I think I can pull that off.
Yep.
There's 2 sleeves. 2 stench. I think the stench I have a harder time doing, so we'll do that. There's some more stench. 1 sleeve. 4 sleeves, there we go, that's good. 5 stench. Stench. So if we do that one, move the hat back over to the sleeve. Right. I don't think any of the rings do anything. Nope.
Sorry about banging my mic around all over the place.
It's not coming through on this end, at least.
Okay. That was something in my eye, and I kept banging the mic trying to get it out. You look like you're a deli burglar.
Getting there.
You got the burglar's mask and the little deli paper cap.
Okay, well, I can add sleeves armor to my current pants. As well add some hot armor to it as well.
Rayon asbestos. Oh, that's got to
Yep.
be good for you.
Okay, what does that get me up to? I have exactly what I needed. Extension the
Oh,
sleeves.
cool.
You slop the filth out of the bird bath and hide it behind a tree where no one can see it. How can I fish in there? Aha! Oh. You do it yourself. You know there's nothing in there. Red cattail. Cattail, red cattail. Oh, Typha Panthera. That's black and powerful red. Nice. Cattail and red cat. Put on my other hat and accessory thing again. And of course, have to have my Eldritch Bliss on.
Hello. How are those chores going?
Finished. Here's a cattail.
Great, thanks.
What's the mysterious third task? You cut out there. I don't think any of it came through.
Go down in the basement and fetch a sack of birdseed for me.
How do you have a basement in a swamp?
It's weird, I know. I think Granny's magic keeps it from collapsing. It also makes it kind of scary down there. You have a flashlight, right?
Yeah, I have a flashlight. Box is broken beyond repair. You have no choice but to dwell in the darkness. Well, Barbara wasn't kidding about being uncomfortably dark down here.
Rodents.
How long is this basement? Pretty sure you should reach back wall by now. Alright. Need to stack up the spooky armor here.
Stack up spooky.
Okay. Okay. What happened there? More spooky armor. More spooky armor. And some Final Fantasy music? What's going on?
No, that's the battle danger music from the original Star Wars.
Oh. That's the best I can do for spooky armor, apparently. I don't particularly want to know what this puddle consists of. That's a lot of rats. Are they whispering, "Get out"? You can hear that, right? It's not just me. The ground is starting to shake and bits of dirt are falling from the ceiling. The rumbling noise sounds almost like someone growling, "Your soul is mine." These books must be the original Barbara Yagar's magic book. Oh, come on. One more spooky armor. I can do it. Let's see. Effects. Lost Mr. Kelly from food and everything but spooky armor from potion. Alright, so either one. Inventory. Potions. Alright, spooky armor. There we go. Spooky armor. All hell dive. At you as rocks from this falling from the ceiling are threatened to bury you alive. You can get out of here. Alright. Everything is fine. Here's a sack of birdseed. You kind of undersold how scary it is down there.
Sorry about that. Maybe I can learn a charm to keep the mice away.
Voices? Bleeding walls?
Doesn't sound familiar. Maybe your flashlight was acting up. Anyway, thanks. Here's the feather I promised.
Alrighty, so that's Barbara Yagar done. They'll need to hit Edelman Village, Moss Rock Grotto, Moonshiner Shack, Plemberg Place, and catch the Chupananjara, or whatever that was.
Chupanaranja.
That was the one, yeah. That's odd. This patch of muddy ground has a lot of tracks in it that look like human handprints. Looks like the fact that humans don't normally walk around on their hands. Maybe there's an acrobat convention in the middle of a swamp. Oh, what was that one thing the kid was talking about? The honey ape? Maybe there's something to do that after all. The more you look, the more the confusing, trampled mess of these tracks are. It seems like there are different sets of tracks heading in different directions. One thumb on one hand, right? It was just like human-sized hands, right?
Yeah.
4 fingers. Follow the prints to a clearing in the middle of a small stand of trees, and to your surprise, you find an animal pretty much like the honey ape. Honey ape the kid described. Like a somewhat larger chimpanzee or very small gorilla with disproportionately large and human-like hands. sitting on the ground, casually drinking out of a beehive, and doesn't seem to have noticed you. Sneak up on it. You successfully creep up on the unsuspecting primate, but you run out of trees and brush to hide behind before you get close enough to really do anything. Outsmart it! Pick up a rock and chuck it into the underbrush on the other side of the clearing. He stiffens the noise and starts scaling predators in that direction. Damn it! You leap on the small primate and wrestle it to the ground, screeching loudly. I mean, the primate is... No, let's be fair, you both are. Once you get it pinned, you grab it by the wrist and yank off one of its long, untrimmed fingernails. Which, thinking about that, is making me wince. I've written some pretty horrible stuff in this game alone. That horrible deed accomplished, you let the creature loose and it runs screaming into the swamp. Congratulations on successfully stalking, outsmarting, and assaulting a small, weird ape. That's one side quest down. The items on this table are either made of or covered in. Oh,
There's somebody standing there.
yeah, I know. I was avoiding him to talk to him last.
Okay.
Eastern Twinkly Manamos. Energizing powder and glowing root. This is going to be the Mossman Man-Moss thing that he wants me to grab this stuff from.
Right.
Doesn't exactly look fearsome, but if you're looking for a fight, it might be best to take advantage of the surprise. Well, we'll talk to him. Excuse me, are you a Mossman?
Yes, that's me. Clyde Mossman. Pleased to meet you.
Hi, I'm Galgarian.
Welcome to my humble abode. I ain't got many visitors. Well, except that weird kid I sometimes see peeking around the trees.
Cool Mossman?
Like I said.
Yeah, but are you a human person or some sort of moss swamp creature? Get that this is a strange and possibly rude question.
Well, I weren't always this way, but I've been living in this swamp a long time. Just kind of dug in and got comfortable. The moss just sort of grows out of me like natural now, instead of hair. I guess it happened so gradually I ain't got so accustomed to it. It didn't occur to me to question it.
Oops. Give you some sort of philosophical crisis.
No apology necessary, friends, but it's something I gotta be chewing on for a while.
Some of your moss?
Excuse me? You drop an existential bombshell on me, and now you're asking for part of my body?
Not really in top social form today. Do need some of that moss, though.
Well, I'll tell you what. Help me solve this puzzle of whether I'm a man or a monster, and I'll give you some moss.
Well, let me have a look. Oh, yeah, this is Sphagnum decidosi.
Decidiosi. What's that mean when it's at home?
It's the sort of moss version of a fungal parasite. It grows on animals that don't move around much, like sloths, and steals the energy and nutrients that would otherwise be used to make hair. Basically, huh?
Well, that's a relief.
You get a strong urge to get yourself eaten by wolves, though I'd recommend trying to ignore that.
Gotcha. So this means I'm a regular human?
Well, yeah, with an asterisk next to regular, but yeah.
That sure is a relief. Let me give you some of this moss, like I promised.
Thanks. Hey, are you a hobo?
Well, I ain't the thing. Ain't the thing about hobos that they're always on the move. I feel like I'm practically the opposite of a hobo.
Well, I happen to know of a group of hobos that have settled down and built themselves a pretty nice camp. Welcome there if you're interested.
Well, now, I do value my solitude, but it certainly couldn't do any harm to visit and see. In fact, I do believe I'm due for a vacation.
Alright, now that's more things I've added to the hobo camp.
Yep.
I'm done. That was pretty quick. Next up is the Kidman Village. We're avoiding the fortress.
And the crash site.
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of trying to go down the thing.
Yep, cool.
Riding your way through the swamp, taking a sniff through your nose trumpet now and then. The swamp smells terrible. I mean, the swamp is literally just standing water and rotting compost to the bio. So it's not like that's news or anything. You wouldn't be surprised if this swamp was at least nominated for worst smelling swamp. What is that? Something smells like a rotten egg mated with a tire fire, and the egg the tire fire laid also went rotten. Must be the smell of the wisp. Follow it at a safe distance. Follow the safe breathing distance as the smell of the wisp bobs and weaves through a fetid marsh. Eventually it comes to rest on a rotting tree stump. Sneak up quietly behind it. Just as you're about to grab a sample, the three gatormen casually stand up from where they were crouching and need water around you. I think it's a lovely day. Oh. Okay, well, they broke my rib. I should have just fought them.
Time to get some revenge.
Yeah, pretty much. Brown muckeel.
Finally, finally fishing in a place that looks like a place you'd fish.
Yeah, for once.
A Thushland Gulch.
Be focused on their meal, their after meal hygiene, and their after hygiene rest, respectively. Item.
Take that, Gator Eyes!
Oof.
Oh, language, gremlin.
That's why we named him Gremlin. Better.
I think you probably got some experience to spend too.
Oh, almost certainly. 403.
There's a couple.
I can just tell my things here. There we go. That's all maxed out. Now I can only get things from books in here.
Huh.
Actually, hang on. I think I have a book that'll give me stench. No, Sleeves armor is what I. There we go. Can't even put away the rocks when they're done playing. Is this a ghost? Well, this is hardly the strangest thing you've seen over the last few days. It's definitely pretty weird. It looks like a ghostly man, most obviously his head, but you can just barely make out the body if you squint. You reach out to touch him, but your hand passes right through. Doesn't respond to any attempt to get his attention, but instead he seems focused on something you can't see to the left of that disgusting fly-covered meat. After a few minutes, the novelty sort of wears off, so you get on about your business. Well, I can't interact with anything to the left of that, so no idea. But let me. Grandfather's teeth, right? Probably fine. Radio. Easy to make this song creepy by placing it in a certain context, but they really outdid themselves here. Yeah, well, we'll try one or two fights. That might be an endless Gatorman fight.
Huh.
That plus 3 to all stats every time you hit him is just rough to deal with.
Yep.
Unless we have to summon my cheese buddy. Rise, O servant of cheese. And my mouth. Okay, yeah, the number did not change.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Got a lot of other game to fight anyway. So.
Yeah. Cheese Man is injured.
He'll be fine.
Oh.
Okay. All the buttons on the other
Molly!
end.
Molly! No!
Yeah, I'm fine. Hey, more hit points for Gremlin. Oh. Okay. The beast prefers books to strange obelisks. First, I'm gonna go check out that ghostly guy. See if I can interact with him like in this plane of existence kind of thing.
Yeah.
Nope. I can't. He doesn't exist.
You sure?
The house he's in is not here.
Right.
Yeah. Quite it.
There was another one of those little glowy things over the other side.
Yeah, I'm gonna go try and get them both to point in because that was with it pointing out.
Okay.
What happens if they both point in? Ah. 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 I'll keep it. Wait. What?
Is Nakai.
I know it. What? It not. I.
Latrop at knee.
Good.
Need need
Good
to
luck.
be Soldro es la na enos itsi ne glauro ni donk ot si tad gni treve eb liu reve na staureve na tad gni treve Gittrievre isnak i latrop e ni.
Saying that the portal can see everything that ever was, everything that ever will be, everything that is to be known in our world, in this one, and all the worlds in between. Let me take a look at that. According to this floating man, all worldly knowledge is contained in this swirling, convulsing starfield, and a supra-terrestrial library. Eyes bend into the writhing contours of the deep black and star-smeared tunnel, preparing nervously to receive the sum of all human and extraterrestrial knowledge. The tunnel's bright center, you see a field, a cow, and a cow suckling a puffin. The farmer is watching. Anything else in there? That's fine, but I was hoping to find all world knowledge.
I don't think that
It's basically the
portal.
whole paragraph that I clicked on. Like, so you want to get out of here you get out of here maybe?
Can't leave.
Can't leave. Why not?
Midnight man.
Can't leave because of the Midnight Man?
Yes.
Midnight Man. Alright, who is the Midnight Man?
What time is it?
They both point up, maybe? They're supposed to be, clock oriented.
Yeah.
Like Midnight Man, come here.
Stop running. Don't you run from me.
Alright, so these. Okay, so this is the shorter thing, so that's gonna be hours. The other side is minutes. So if I can see the Midnight Man here, but I can't seem to interact with him in it. Now they're facing away from it. There you are. Apparently I just need to do that. Alright. The sneaky little devil prances about like a jester given free rein in court. This must be the Midnight Man. Whatever mischief is transpiring in this realm, you sense he is the lord of it. Hey, let that man with the portal leave this place.
Ah!
Yes?
Ah!
Surely there's something you'll take in exchange for freeing this man.
Oh! And no call me Shirley.
Oh, this is funny to you?
Ooh! My sense of humor is deliciously twisted.
Don't know what you want, I'm stuck.
Oh! Oh, hi! Nobody gets out.
Hmm. I get to talk to it. That's at 12:15.
Mhm.
I mean, we'll just kind of go through the rotation.
Yep.
30. You know.
The gators are still asleep.
$45. He's in there, but none of the other junk get him gathered. Alright, well, that's point for sure. Alright. And 3 o'clock. 45. Uh,
Huh.
hoping I would get like another one, the building without the portal in it or something. Oh, here we go. That's promising. Don't know what you want. I'm stuck. Okay. Hmm. 6 o'clock. Okay. I just don't know. What? To say.
Should I start hunting for a hint?
Maybe. I mean, I've got a few more rotations of the clock to get through.
Yeah. I would just look for a spoiler-free hint.
Oh,
It's the Gatorman Village, right?
I think so. Good. I was able to go through a portal that didn't exist at the time.
Well, have you thought of trying to find a way to trap him?
Not sure. what would actually trap him? I tried to like put him in a room that would then have a portal disappear, but any difference?
Okay. I have another hint I could give you, but I'm not sure if that would just spoil the whole thing.
Are there any items I need to solve this?
Well, yes and no. Like a big rock.
Oh, right. Yep. So I need to get to a very specific time frame. I forget which one sends. First, I need to move the rock before I do. But as it is, put the rock back into the thingy. But now I need 7 muscle. Dang it. I hadn't broken my ribs. Or getting cursed. Stats are going away. Last time. Got that. Oh. Aim to clock to a time when house is down here with the pool.
You can see where the portal is. Is there usually more than one?
It can be sometimes. Put the portal down. Yep, okay, cool. Basement there. Yada yada yada. Go in there. Gets through the portal. Ain't going nowhere. Something has changed in the devil's demeanor. Anticopic has ceased. Placed with habits of sobriety, maturity.
You. I spent so long thinking what I would do to you, who trapped me in this cage. And as my hungry mind turned over the thoughts of disembowelment and exsanguination, I was drawn more and more to the walls of my prison. Why, there is such life here. Consider the growth of the intrepid peat moss, the burble of the cheeky bogwater. Your world is quite simply beautiful.
There is.
I never knew there could be such beauty. I know. I could have. I would have lived much different. I would have truly lived. Yes, I renounce mischief in all its forms. I dedicate my life to the care and cultivation of your glorious flora. I will become a gardener.
Uh, yeah, that's how we say it.
I will become a gardener.
Will you release that man?
Mr. Jeffers? Yes, I think that particular show has gone on long enough. Allow me to bring down the curtain and send him home.
He burps. It's long and very loud, and he looks at you apologetically while he does it. After 3 minutes of sustained noise and eye contact, it's over, and the gateway to his dimension has vanished.
It is done. Now help me move this boulder out of the way, that we might both be free.
Yes, let's. Here we go. All right. That's it. It's done now. Okay, yeah.
Right, gotta go find him. Mr. Jeffers is left.
Oh, right. Hey, buddy. And you saw invaded form floating in the Shadow Rift is before you now as flesh and bone. Freedom. He fixes his fierce black eyes fix you with a wild glare.
You! What time is it?
Well, let me.
What year?
28.
Right, okay. Now I've been here for 26, been gone for 26 years. I'm going to need you to fill me in on everything that's happened since 1902.
Do that.
Okay, thanks.
Right.
Yeah, that's fine, thank you. Disappointing to hear the watchful eye close its doors. Time to find a new job, apparently. At least the world always needs reporters.
Doing out here.
I came here in 1901 to investigate reports of a strange obelisk in the swamp. It was strange, all right. Took me to a new world where I met the Midnight Man. He promised to show me all knowledge. You understand? For a reporter, that's an impossible offer to resist. Answers to the great mysteries of history. You know, like Neptune. Now, what do we think is going on up there?
Leave it mostly nice.
That's all. Well, that's good. That's something I now know.
Problem?
But that's not what he showed me. I thought if I stared at that cow and puffin long enough, the answers I thought would reveal themselves to me.
Eh?
No, maybe if I kept at it longer. There was one test I never got a good look at. One Tita ever got a good look at.
Who are you?
Nose Jeffers, reporters.
Name is Nose?
My nickname is Nose. They call me that because I knows everything. Once I've done my research and talked to my sources, I knows everything.
Your real name.
I'm the reporter here. What's your real name?
Galgarian.
And now that's something I now knows.
I have to go. Will you be alright?
I tell you, after 26 years of looking at what I was looking at, there's one thing I need, and that's a drink. And I'm sure not talking about milk.
Oh, I forgot to tell you about Prohibition.
Dang, they finally pulled the trigger on that one, huh?
Well, I do know a place. The Easy Speaker. Look it up.
Thanks, friend. I feel comfortable calling you friend at this point.
See you there, maybe.
Oh, and I should give you something for your trouble, huh? Grover Burgess, our old EIC. I don't know he's still around. He liked to put out special edition on his birthday, August 5th. The one we did a few years back, 1900. Really broke the bank. If you can find it, I bet that'd be worth a lot of money now.
Oh, look out there. Alrighty. That's another date we gotta go check out the place eventually.
Yep.
Alrighty, I think we got time for one more location today. So, do you want to do Flemberg Palace, Moonshiner's Shack, or the crash site?
Ooh, the crash site, maybe?
Despite anything the map might have to say about it, you've managed to wander back to the spot where you set that trap for the Chupanaranja. Okay, the bushes you discovered your tap has indeed trapped something. Looks sort of like a giant toad with a tail face covered in boils that might also be eyes. You have no idea what a Chupanaranja looks like, but this seems about as likely as anything you were imagining. Presumed Trooper Ninja seems pretty annoyed about being caught in your trap. Alright, we'll fight it.
That's
76 hit points. Woof.
Wow. Okay, he's almost gone. But then you died.
Well, luckily, the rest of my team should be able to finish this fight. I set them up enough that they can knock it down. There we go. Trooper Ninja Nostril. Alright. Your scarf seems to be doing some wild things there, man. Grumpy looking pilot. Seems like you got some kind of problem there.
You think? Yeah, 3 kinds of problems I got, if you don't count the headache. My plane being stuck downward in this swamp is just the most obvious one.
Anything I can help with? My name's Galgarian, by the way.
Oh, okay. Rhonda Rasmussen, hi. I had to clear my throat.
Frog in the throat, yeah.
And yeah, if you've got some time on your hands, you can bet your buns you can use it.
What happened?
I'm looking at to be the first to fly a plane all the way around the swamp in one go, see? Nearly made it too. But first to fly nearly all the way around the swamp won't be making my newspaper headlines. Now, look what we got, what I got. A plane half buried in the muck, tainted fuel. Even if I get those sorted out, there ain't enough runway here for me to get flying again.
Plane seems real stuck.
Oh, you noticed, huh?
Pick it up out of the ground there.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yep, it sure is.
Way Rhonda staring at you makes you a little uncomfortable. Well, what's wrong with your fuel?
When I landed, the fuel tank got full of swamp water, which I don't know how well versed you are in the chemistry of aircraft fuel, but
Not good for it?
not good for it. So I siphoned the tank dry. I figured it wouldn't be that big a deal since I've got a can of backup fuel.
Ooh, let me guess. That full of water too?
Ain't nothing so bad that it can't be a little worse.
Yeah, I hear you. What's involved in building a runway?
With enough tar and macadam, I could slap down a quick and dirty runway. Dirtier than quick for certain, but it'd be good enough to get me out of here. And I've got plenty of tar, but
Where'd you get that barrel of tar anyway?
you know, that's a funny story. But anyway, I need a load of macadam, so go to it. To go with it.
What's macadam?
It's like gravel for fuss budget. For my purposes, I need a load of rocks, exactly 3 centimeters across.
That isn't very many rocks.
Each individual rock is 3 centimeters across, not the whole load together.
Let's look for some.
Well, that'd be great. Come to think of it, I believe I passed an old quarry on the way down here. On the way down, didn't get a close look at because I was kind of distracted, but I can mark it on your map for you. Can't go myself. I need to stay here and guard the tar.
Hey, I'll go take a look. Another side quest. Seven Mysticality. Close your eyes and reach out with your feelings. Then you cause the feelings to magically coalesce into a giant hand made of pure energy, which easily plucks the plane from the mire while also avoiding being super dumb and an anachronistic pop culture reference. Thanks, feelings. Hello, Rhonda. Got your plane unstuck.
I saw. That was a heck of a trick. I gotta say, I really am duly impressed.
Oh, shucks.
She's still caked with mud and weeds and all, but I guess that comes with the territory. in a real literal sense. Nothing that a little elbow grease can't correct, plus maybe a little regular aircraft grease.
What's wrong with your fuel? Same thing. Can that be fixed somehow?
Well, technically, yeah. It just needs to have the water distilled out of it. I don't have anything like that kind of equipment, though.
Maybe I can dig something up.
That'd be great. Any basic distillation setup should do the trick. It ain't rocket science, just airplane science. That's a much slower kind of science. Here's the can.
See what I can do. I think I know where to do the fuel thing, so I'm going to do that before I forget. Because we need to go to Ocean City. Oh, okay. Solve the long division problem. There we go. Because there was... Uh-oh. Pepper Dolphin died 150 years ago. Then that man in the boxcar was a
Hello again.
Ah!
Oh, did I startle you? Dreadfully sorry.
Pepperidge, you're alive.
Well, yes. What was the question?
This gravestone says...
Ah, I see. No, this is my great-grandfather's. I was named after him. I decided to bring it with me as another souvenir, in addition to my father's padlock collection.
That makes sense. He's just got that power pose going on.
Yeah.
But there was somebody here who had a distillery, right?
Yeah. I remember it.
Uh-huh. No.
Hello, dearie.
Got it all in there. Yes.
Thanks again for helping me out before. I'm afraid I can't pay you back yet. We don't really have anything to make decent booze out of. At the moment, I'm just using random kitchen scraps and weeds, and I can't serve you that in good conscience.
No,
Or
don't
good
worry
aim.
about it. Okay, so that wasn't it. Dang it. I thought I had the solution.
Yeah.
I thought I was being smart.
What about the speakeasy? Does that have anything?
Possibly. In there. Thanks, Dan. On this case of tequila.
Miss Muchacho? Why is there music timed to your walking?
All of the shoes have had some sort of music tied to them.
Yeah, but it hasn't been doing it up until now.
It's just they turned the volume up for it in the speakeasy.
Oh, okay.
So none of those have it. So it's probably somewhere here in the swamp. Probably. Oh, this has definitely got more places than like everywhere else.
Yeah.
Alright, so that didn't take very long. Actually, you know who might be able to distill the fuel? Moonshiner's Shack.
Yeah, that would probably do it.
Or mysticality for that. This maybe probably our last thing for today. Massive animal tracks leading in all directions. I will follow horse tracks. All the horse tracks has some water, but you don't drink it. I mean, why would you? Nasty swamp. Duck tracks, which lead you through a lengthy sequence of locations that are of zero interest to non-ducks. Cow tracks. Cow runs to a big hole in the ground, next to which lie a pair of shoes with a fake cow hooves nailed to the sole. Cow shoes. Sure. Badger tracks. Start following the badger tracks, but after a few minutes, you realize this course of action might culminate in you encountering an actual badger. Terrifying animals. Just absolutely the worst. Cat tracks. But after a few minutes, they lead to up a tree you're not willing to climb. I guess, if I'm being honest, it's really a tree you're not capable of climbing. I was just trying to preserve your dignity. Alright, follow the human footprints. Lead to, let's call it an improvised latrine a few yards from the cabin. Decline to investigate further. Probably come up later. Stump is crawling with worms, and the worms are crawling within it. Whoever was last must have left in a hurry. There's still a poker game in progress. Draw cards until you beat all the hands that were left on the table, then you collect your winnings. Pot has been demoted from soup to chamber. Bedrolls. Full of ashes, but they're cold. Seems like nobody's been here for a while. Oh, there we go. A rusty old firepower still. You're pretty sure these aren't meant to be operated indoors. No. Oh, yep. Nope. There's smoke everywhere. I got the fuel fixed. Okay. There's another location where it's like, okay, we got time for one more location. Location takes 5 seconds. Like, over to Feldman Core. Let's see if we can solve the whole plane crash thing. Okay, this time we know to fight the thing. Alright. Got it. We're shielded, which is important. I outstench you. It's weak against hot damage. That's no. Oh yeah, you're gonna scream? Can you scream louder than a gun? And a mosquito? Alright. Got the stinky Esther. A dump truck sits beneath the chute, patiently waiting the day of its dump. The dump, units, polish, pound, crush, reload. I'll reach inside for that one. I got a shadow milkshake. This rock is wearing sunglasses. It sure is. It has an X painted on for some reason. Oh, hobo code, here we go. X marks a vein of rock candy ore. Oops. Pure rock candy, worth a small fortune to the right buyer. Alright, so we got a puzzle here, so we gotta reload it first. There we go. Slabs of rocks. Gotta get them to exactly 3 centimeters across. So we're gonna start with a nice crush, I think. Alright. Pound them, 2.34 inches.
Too big. It's too small, sorry. No, wait.
It's 3 centimeters. 3 centimeters.
Got
We're gonna pound it again. Nope, okay.
That's just over an inch.
Chunk. Oh, there we go. Now it's in centimeters. All right.
Yeah.
Go crush. Pound. Polish. Crush again. There we go. Oh.
You can't go down by one?
Not without doing something in between. So we go pound, polish, crush. Pound? No, okay. Dang it. I need to pay attention to how much each one reduces it. Alright.
Yeah, I was going to say, well, how much did he?
I know the polish reduces it by 1. And you can't do the same thing twice in a row.
Right.
So pound, reduces it by, or Crush.
That's right.
Crush reduces it by a lot. 52 down to 17. No? Okay, 30. 34? 35.
Yeah.
That's not right because then I can polish and then I can crush again. It goes down to 5.
Oh,
So it does a percentage.
right.
And then pound 52 does 11. Yeah, it's doing 11 every time. The crush does a percentage, pound does 11, polish does 1. What if we crush, polish, crush? Nope, too low already. All right. Start with pound, polish, crush. Pound would drop it too low. Polish, then crush. And polish. There we go. Yes, really drive it. You're just gonna steal it? You know it's a crime, right? I'll bring it back. You promise? Yes, I promise. Okay. Alright. Hello again, Rhonda. I got your fuel all cleaned up.
No Shinola?
If there's any in there, I think I got it out.
Let's have a look.
He opens the can, pours a little into a wine glass, and swirls it around while peering at it closely.
Well, look at that. No legs at all.
Geez, did I mess it up?
No, that's a good thing. It means you got rid of all the water. Don't see any dirt in there either. Nice work.
Oh, thanks. And I got your macadam, madam.
Say, those are some good-looking rocks. That's fine. Okay, give me a hand spreading these out and tarring them up.
Have you spent some time setting up a makeshift runway? It's hard, dirty work, but it beats dealing with fairies and fishmen and the rest of the bonkers nonsense you've been up to.
Good. That'll do nicely. Well, nice is maybe overcomplicating it, but it's good enough.
I guess we're all set then?
Looks like it. Got my plane, fuel, and runway all sorted out. Thanks a ton. I couldn't have done it without you. You know, you could have a career in aviation if you ever decide to give up a... What do you do?
I'd rather not attempt to explain.
Gotcha. I've had jobs like that. Well, I haven't got any meat on hand to pay you for your time, but here, let me give you this spare flight helmet as a souvenir.
Right, that's their aviator helmet. Mr. Kelly and Moxie. Nice.
You earned it, pal. Keep it flying. Yeah.
I'm going to drive you back to the court, because I promised I would.
Yes.
Okay, I don't know. It's a little early. Do you want to do another location, or do you want to just wrap it up a little early?
How you feeling?
I'm okay.
I'm feeling fine.
Okay, we'll go do one more location.
One more location.
Lemberg Place.
Hey, we got a runway there now.
Yep.
That
It's a
might
sad
come
sight.
in.
Old house, abandoned long ago in the swamp, half sunk in the wet muck that passes these days for roads. Might have been a nice family lived in that house. Now you look at it, same as all. Creepers, creepers, there's a bandit shot dead on the floor, right in the foyer. Let's come here looking for treasure. From the look of it, he wasn't the only one. Oh, the stink of death hangs heavy in this place, all right. Holy gosh! Sitting room is littered with bodies. 3 more bandits. The entire defensive line of the Ocean City's football team. Obvious what happened. Bandits and football players got sold the same line on buried treasure by some shifty rumor monger. Old groups came here searching for their fortune, ran into each other, and everyone got shot to pieces. Whoever that dubber dealer who sold them the tip is now, you better be smiling. Oh, he's here in the kitchen. Also shot. By a bandit and a linebacker, looks like. But he got him too. Poor, pathetic souls. Now the bedroom, the finish line. And here's who made it. Quarterback and the wide receiver. You figured they'd have been on the same side, but they shot each other in the back, simultaneously. And there's nothing here but a single jewelry box on the nightstand. All that death for a couple of trinkets. Nothing wrong with the person like greed. Leave the box where it is done enough damage, or yoink!
Yoink!
Got the jewelry case. Now I will hold back tears and continue where I was going.
Yeah.
Oh, I have 3 of these. All right. Oh, your summoned elementals will become more powerful. Ooh, it's a ring.
Ooh.
That would make my little, like, splatter thing do less, though, is the thing.
Your little splatter thing?
My thing that hits, like, up to 5 people.
Oh, okay.
It's been, like, my primary attack.
Yeah.
Parmesan missile deals 2 additional damage for hit points. Okay. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. Box says Flemberg on the side. Mail. The viscous goo has rendered this house entirely decorative. Oh, there's another fence. 1 fence left to make Will Hunter a real boy again. And there's providing power to the barn in exchange for pastoral ambient. Like Flemberg is made of crates and barrels. Glass case with 2 giant horrible flies in it.
You see where it is, right?
Oh yeah. Hey, how's it going? I'm deliberately avoiding him while I search the rest of the house.
Yep.
You know, the RPG rules. You burst into somebody else's house uninvited, steal everything that isn't nailed down, and then talk to them to see if they'll give you stuff.
Right.
Found asbestos and some self-adhesive residues. Next to the workbench is a pile of much smaller workbenches. There's so many, surely he wouldn't mind. That I will make. Make a couple of those. This bonus AP is just great. Lets me
Yep.
do more things.
You're a wizard.
And then maybe one of those. All right. Hi, I'm Galgarian. Do you need any help?
Yeah, oh, thank you. My name's Flemberg. Paul Flemberg. I moved back into my parents' old house here because nobody would give me a lab space for my experiments. It turned out a necessity would have also been nice to have.
Trying to do?
Improve myself. You know, better, faster, stronger. At least one of those things. One of those. But I put the wrong settings in the control console, and all that happened was I shrank.
Can't just change the settings?
The door doesn't open from inside.
But,
Yeah, I didn't think it through.
hey, well, I can just let you out.
No! Opening the door will depolarize the booth, and it takes months for the field emitters to recharge. Not to mention the fact that I'd have to collect all new supplies of genetic material, so the door can only be opened once.
Geez, you really didn't think this through. What should I do then?
You'll have to fix the settings on the console.
Did I set it too?
Clearly, if I knew that, I wouldn't have put the wrong ones on myself. Just make me better before you open the door.
Better than what?
Better than a normal guy. I don't know. I spent so long thinking about how I should build this machine, and I didn't have any time left to think about why I built it.
What I can do. Alright. Body, head, legs of Flemberg. Pituitary and hat of Fly. What happens if we hit the pituitary? Flemberg. Hat. Flemberg. If I flip him again. Okay, so there's only the 2 settings. Assume that's for every...
Okay.
Maybe the wings of a fly? Hat of a fly? Okay, breathing is... Okay, lungs is not good. able to speak. Flip the lungs back. Maybe you'll be able to fly then? No.
No, wait, this one is actually pretty good.
What?
I can fly, and I have the proportionate strength of a fly scaled up to human size. What's not to love?
Okay, well, we know he likes that one. Play with a few more options. If I flip the hat back. Oh.
Wouldn't
Okay.
you? I think the girl's not gonna like him now.
Yeah, probably not. But this
She
is...
wants the chest hair.
Flies have hairs on them.
Okay.
But that was... Flip the body... Head over? Okay, so that's not fun. What if we just put it all to fly, except for the hat and the pituitary?
Okay.
Well, that's a giant fly. It claws at last. Seems like maybe it wants to eat you. Yeah, I think basically it's just a giant fly we've got here. Okay. I mean, he probably wants the, just the body and maybe the hat, but... Okay. So lungs have to be Limburg. Shrink him down again. Let's see.
What does the pituitary do? Is that
It
the size?
Shrinks him, yeah.
Whee, this is great.
It is.
Yeah, let me go. Look.
Okay, so I think this is the one he wants. Body of fly, everything else him. Which is not, ideal, but we'll do that one.
Heck yeah, I can't wait to get up all kinds of fly stuff, good giant fly stuff.
Well, before you go, I need to get a chest hair off you.
I still have those? Okay, well, whatever, sure.
Thanks. It's for...
I probably just don't want to know. I'm out. See ya.
Okay, bye. Well, I got the chest hair.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I think that's all of the monster stuff. So we'll head back to the monster shack.
Okay.
Want to get rid of my cars. Suddenly, a flock of shadowy bats fly up out of the swamp, leaving not a single ripple of the surface of the water as they do. Quite frankly, the gothiest thing you've ever seen in your life, and you probably fought actual vampires by now. Oh. Okay.
Get him, Molly.
Yeah, so I have a ring that is making this do 5 damage instead of 3 damage.
Okay.
So I could swap that out for the one that, makes my summon do more. But then this would drop in effectively.
Okay.
Hey, Gremlin stronger. Actually, real quick, I want to head over to Barbara's hut. Early hunter trudging through the mud gives a holler. As he nears, he sees toting a shotgun under one arm, carrying a pile. Gator hides over his shoulder.
What are you doing? Swamp's no place for a little boy. Gators will eat you alive. Take this. Get yourself a seat on the next bus out.
Wow, that's
Not enough money for the bus? Fine, take it, but go.
yeah, I'm not a little boy, by the way. I wanted to flash some. Oh, there we go. Got rid of the broken rib. Didn't know that would happen, but I wanted to do some cooking. Armor stuff. Kind of make one of each, I think. Can have options to get to any stat combo I need to get to. There we go. Alright. And I've got a bunch of gator hides. Let's go see what they on. Here's the site. Carcass is some kind of swamp animal covered in huge ticks. No wait. Some of them are buzzing around the air. Are they actually wasps? Turns out both things can be true. Tick wasps. Alright. We've fought these before. Oh, and we got a monster on our side. Oh, another one.
What's he doing here?
They join in sometimes. Like I can get the wrench people, whatever that gang was, to just join in occasionally.
Oh, okay.
Just a thing I can do.
Mm.
Wasp class. Got a bunch of hides in there. Okay. Got the hides you needed.
Indeed. Got news for you. Don't eat them. You keep them. That was just a test. Wanted to see if I could trust you with real work. I can. Some great
What's
news is, I got no need for 5 gator hides. My ambitions are far bigger. You met Paul. You know he's a mute. I'm working to build him a leather tongue.
need for that?
10 gator hides.
Yeah, I can do that. Have 10 already? Nope. Okay. Wasn't sure. I knew I had a bunch, but all right. Now back to the monster ship. Honk! A thundering honk rattled the trees. Birds flee, fish hide. You do not know what creature gave this honk, but you know it rules this swamp through fear. I don't have the moxie at the moment. If I can get rid of my curse, maybe. Okay, so... Hey, I got the Chupa Naranja you were after. Well, nearly. Had to tussle with her a bit. Got the job done, though.
Wow, that's great. Now we have real proof for why there aren't any oranges in the swamp.
Sure. Anyway, here's his nostril.
Neat. I'll wear it as a ring.
Okay. Anyway, don't go near that part of the swamp for a while. It was real mad. Kid pulls out a sash, pins a badge on it, and hands it to you.
As thanks, here's an official Monster Squad sash and your first Monster Squad badge.
Hey, thanks.
Hi. Did you meet the Flyman? Did you get,
Yeah, I got it. Here.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm gonna put it this little silver locket in treasure forever. What's he like? Was his experiment a success?
I gotta go. Kid takes the sash, pins another badge to it, and hands it back to you. Stacking up some stats. I like that.
You like getting a feather from Barbara Yagara?
You mean from one of her birds, right?
Right, yeah. She doesn't have feathers herself. We established that.
Just checking. There you go.
Wow. Thanks, mister. What was she like?
Just pretty nice, actually. Don't go to her basement, though. Get another badge. All right. Use one additional comment. This is becoming crazy. Like,
Yep. Hi. Did you find the smell of the wisp?
I sure did. Please don't open the jar while I'm in the room.
Not bad, huh? I wonder if it's gotten stronger since I met it. Well, anyway, thanks for your help.
Over the nose trumpet she lent you in the jar of foulness you collected. It's your sash, pins into the bed, she hands it back to you. Meat drops. All right. And then... one. I met the Mossman you were talking about.
Yeah, I told you he's real.
Hey, he's a pretty decent guy, actually. He gave me his mustache. There you go.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Thank you.
Welcome. Kid happily sticks the mustache to his upper lip.
How do I look?
I'll see.
This is the best day of my life.
Now we got +1 Moxie. All right. I thought you were right. The honey ape is totally a real thing.
Oh my gosh, really? I knew it.
Here's your tracing back and that fingernail you wanted.
Wow. Huh.
Well,
I guess I'm just torn between excitement and vindication and the fact that this is much grislier object than I realized it was going to be.
oh, don't worry about it. The honey ape will be fine. It had 9 more.
I guess that's true. Anyway, thanks for your help. Here's another Monster Squad badge.
That's +1 to each stat. 1 additional combat item per round, +5 maximum HP, and 20% of beat drops. That is a crazy accessory.
Yep.
Especially since my current one is... Oh, give me +3 spooky armor. That's not what I wanted anymore. I was using the cufflinks, which was just +1 mysticality, but now I'll do this.
All the things. You are a Monster Squad master.
Alrighty. Boris looks at your sash and nods approvingly. I can now pet Boris to receive a boon. I have Calliope's boon +1 physical armor, or I can get +3 spooky armor. I'll keep my current one. Calliope's +1 physical is nice. It's more generalized.
Yep.
Okay, that's everybody here.
Yep. 6 o'clock.
Yep. I'm just trying to think if there's anywhere aside from the Gatorman Fortress we need to go. Still missing one more fence. And then at some point I'm going to have to run around and, Whistling Man paddles a canoe through 2 inches of swamp water. He hits the rock and capsizes. The very shallow slimy thrashes and splashes, screaming about gators. Calm him down. Take the anxious fellow's arm and set him on his feet. Tell him calmly he's in no more danger in 2 inch water than he is anywhere else in the swamp. If Gator wants him dead, he will be. You promise? He says. I promise. He thanks you. Call Don T, tell him you recovered the thing. Find 11 radios somewhere in the world. I've tested 4 so far. Talk to the couple sitting at the bus stop. Oh, I bet that couple at the bus stop is like the couple that ran away from the Basin Sons.
Yeah.
Let's go do that real quick.
Okay.
Probably a couple minutes. A black shape looms into view. First, it's difficult to make out from the silhouette, but it seems to be a massive shadow brute. Doesn't immediately react to your presence. Perhaps it's facing away, although, again, it's hard to tell. With movements, it seems to be eating something. Then another shape, a flappy bat-wing shape, unfurls itself on the brute's shoulder and screeches noisily at you. The brute starts to turn around. That's a brute. A big dude. You are the brute squad.
No, you were the Brute Squad.
Yeah, kind of. Everybody in my way here. Hold on. You, Tom, and Kathy. Oh boy. Which one was it?
I got to go back now.
I can't. I have to pick one. It's been a week. I don't remember.
I know.
Hmm.
Okay, you want me to look?
I'm doing it real.
Okay.
Alright, it's Tom Chapman. Tom Chapman and Kathy Tracy. Boy nods slightly. You can see you put in the work to remember their surnames. Sort of. Until you may be at cross purposes, respect must be paid.
Who wants to know?
I'm working for your bass fishing father.
Which one? Don't answer, doesn't matter. Take a last look. We're on the next bus out.
Folks back home think you were kidnapped. Poor Pete.
That is so utterly typical. They can't even conceive that someone might not want to live the same small little largemouth bass life that they do. It's not even a life. Not for us, it's not. The kind of life we wanted to lead. It's only possible in a city.
What kind of life is that?
We're gonna start a business making wigs for judges.
Oh,
Is he? Are you?
don't be rude.
Good. I'm sorry, but you gotta. I mean, that's like asking if cobbling is a job.
Don't the judges wear wigs in this country?
It's gonna be an international company. That's where the money is. You know, if you know anything about business,
Need to take you back to your parents.
heck to that. You need to take us back to, like a bat needs bone. We're not going back, pal. Ever. Largemouth Bass and Sons is a trap. All we can ever do there is repeat the same old toxic patterns that our fathers did, our grandfathers did. Debone the fish, rebone the fish, debone the fish. What's the point? It's a mindless life and it's never gonna change. No, pal, not for us. Better to die in poverty than to live as a largemouth bass deboner reboner.
Fortunately, I was hired to bring you home.
Listen, friend, we're not going back. There's nothing and nobody that can make it.
Please. Oh boy. Hello. I found Occam's gator.
Oh, no, Occam's gator, you have no power here.
Real guy?
Occam's gator why, he's the bane of our lives, our family's lives. He has haunted us, tortured us, before I was even born.
Reasoned with?
Back.
You just say back. Miserable back.
We will be miserable if we go back.
The gator sneers. To your surprise, the beast apparently has no intention of killing or eating the children, but means to return them home to largemouth bass and sons. But why? Why would it care? Them to be miserable?
Oh, yes, miserable back.
I don't know what Occam's gator wants except our whole family to be miserable. I don't know why else he torments us.
What's your problem?
Misery.
You just want to cause misery.
Bass misery.
Largemouth bass and sons specifically.
Mm,
Why exactly?
God. Misery, God.
Have a god that wants to cause misery to largemouth bass and sons.
Amen.
What is your god's name?
Occam's gator.
You leave these kids alone.
Thank you, but there's no shaking Occam's gator when he's got his mind set to a thing.
Mindset.
There's got to be a way we can work this out.
Violence.
Apart from that,
Violence. Misery.
I will change Occam's mind. The monster abides by his own obscure ethos, but perhaps you can outthink him. If we let them go, you'll cause more misery to their family. Largemouth Bass and Sons is totally reliant on these children to prop up their failing company. The whole thing is a joke. Tom and Kathy will all slide slowly but irrevocably into a long, painful era of decline, over which looms the grim terminus of business death.
That's true.
That's something to consider.
A slow smile creeps across Occam Gator's face and keeps on growing until it made a complete ring around his head.
Teach me how to do that? And he's gone. My hat
Okay.
here? Alright.
I don't know what to say. Nobody's ever stood up to that thing before. Dad even tried giving him a cut of the business to leave us alone. You mean what you said, though? You think the business will fail without us?
I'm sure it'll be fine. People love largemouth.
We're doing the right thing. If I was 100% sure when we left, I am now. I am now 98% sure, which is still that's still pretty high. Yeah, that's pretty high. Well, thanks, mister. Anyway, for getting Occam's to taking a hike. I know it's not much, but do you like this? Free sample.
Judge's wig. All right.
Enjoy that, but never mind. But mind you don't combine it with the jury's wig and the executioner's wig. No one should have that much power. Hold on now. Hold on just now. Are you still trying to take us back to Largemouth Bass?
Oh, what do we think? Should we let him go?
Ooh. That probably would make a big difference in what's going on here, but I don't know.
Yeah, let's get him on the bus. Give you my blessing.
Thank you, Father.
Huh?
Oh, you said blessing, so I just assumed. No, it's fine. It's still nice to have your blessing anyway. Thanks. Have a good life, mister. I know we will.
All right. Still can't do that. I don't have no moxie. I'm still cursed. I want to be uncursed, but I'm cursed. Well, your kids decided they didn't want to stay, so.
Don't you dare show your face around here. You dizzard. And now Kathy is lost. I received a telegram from her, and now she's throwing away her life chasing that Judge Wig dreams of youth.
Think I can still get that fishing rod?
I would sooner give it to the bass themselves.
Oh,
Heaven knows what they'd do if the fish got their flippers on that sort of technology, though. I don't mind telling you. I think we'd be better dead, either be dead in a week, or working for them.
sorry about your daughter.
I only hope she'll realize the mistake she's made. Her mother always told her, don't throw away your life for a man like I did.
Meaning you?
Now that you mention it, I wonder.
Said about the future of the business without Kathy?
We suffer a setback, as we've always done, but our plans to rebuild Largemouth and Sons and daughter will have to be put on hold. A pity. That name rolls off the tongue, which would be appropriate, as that's how we slide the fish bones out.
Ew. Welcome Skater is real.
Yeah, no.
On my way. Well, that's unfortunate. I was hoping to get a fishing rod. Oh well.
Yeah.
See if the other
There's
guy.
always- There might still be a way.
Yeah.
Too late, friend. Tom's gone. I received a telegram from him with the news that he's in the big city, thriving as the head of his own business, manufacturing wigs for judges.
Wait, he's already set up a business? It's already thriving?
Yes, it's fast, I know, but judges' wigs are a gold mine, and I can tell you, you don't have business instincts, or you recognize that right away.
Sorry much, son.
Do you know, I'm actually proud of him. Always thought he was a dreamer. Never realized he had those killer instincts for business. Oh, yeah, he's a good sort, Tom. Maybe I've been unfair to him.
Worried about the future of the business without Dom?
Succession is only an issue if I die. Wouldn't you agree? And that's far from inevitable, especially if I invest in a good helmet.
Welcome Skater is real. I saw him.
In the shower, yes? No? Just that it's mostly your eyes see him.
Alrighty. Alright, so go stop at the Gateman Fortress just so we remember where we need to be going. Oh, hang on. Okay. Ollie found me some fragrant spores. Alright. And we'll wrap this up here for today. As always, appreciate everyone who shows up and chats and follows and all that brand of shenanigans. Current plan is to continue with the multi-world thing on Saturday. But then after that, we're going to be putting kind of all of our current stuff on a brief hold for a few weeks. Because it's time for Spooktober. So I've got my multiplayer Mondays game is going to be changing to a horror game for a few weeks. And this is going to be on pause for Spooktober. We'll be back after October for this. And you'll have to kind of just pay attention to the Discord if you want to see what I'm going to be streaming for October. I think I got somebody I can raid out to. Hang on. Let me double check. Yes, they are still on and doing. We will raid out to them. that raid going. We'll give them a you know, a what's up, how you doing, a good luck, because they're doing a challenge. Well, not quite a challenge run, just a very difficult. Oh, I can't raid them. They turned their raid settings off. All right, well, if that's the case, then I will.